I'm Lauren Green, and you're in the Strategy Room. Businessman and GOP frontrunner Donald Trump is making headlines for holding a major rally Friday in Alabama with 42,000 people RSVPing. The Trump campaign is hoping this event will show how popular the candidate has become with voters in recent months. Here with reaction is Basil Smikle Jr., Executive Director of the New York State Democratic Party and founder of Basil Smikle Associates, and TJ McCormick, former media specialist for Astorino for Governor. Welcome to you both.
Thank you.
All right, so I'm calling this the year of the Trump. This is the Trump phenomenon. Books will be written, poli-sci dissertations will focus on it. I mean, what do you make of this, TJ?
42,000. This guy's selling out. This guy is selling out football stadiums. They're overbooked. You know. I think, and I'm one of them. Look, I dig Carly Fiorina. I'm a Fiorina supporter. But you know what? I have to drop a dime on myself. I underestimated the allure of anybody but. You know, please, anybody but Jeb. Anybody but even a guy like Rubio. He's more of the same. Here's a guy, plain spoken, striking a nerve, keeping the conversation where it seems America wants it to be, at least the Republicans. I underestimated. I thought he'd be done by now, but son of a gun.
Yeah, this is the year. This is the summer. Maybe the year. What do you make of it, Basil?
Listen, I think he's capturing an anger on the right. Bernie Sanders, in some respects, has done so on the left. I don't think it's a tremendous aberration. What I do believe, though, is that at some point, I think voters are going to say, okay, I don't know if I want him to be president, but I do like him out there sort of beating the drum.
Right.
And they'll sort of keep him going, particularly in the polls, until I think they start to pivot and say, we want somebody that can actually win and govern. Because what the anger, I think, surfaces from people's feeling that governance has not been good for them.
Yeah.
And government has not been good to them. And so they want someone that can govern.
Do you really think it's down to governing? Because what I see is that people just like him and they want somebody who can win. And from a Democratic standpoint, I mean, he has hit a nerve. And I see the Democrats early on saying, ha, 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 they got Trump, they got Trump. And now it's like, ooh, Trump. You know, there might be a little bit of a different tune they're singing right now.
Yeah, it's a tune of fear. And it just, in the sense that you really want this guy to be president of the United States. I mean, some of his tone is almost authoritarian. It's like, get the illegals out of America. Go after our traitors with violence, which is sort of what he was saying with Bergdahl. I mean, that's not stuff that you can take to the White House. If you want to stay on the campaign trail or have a radio show or something like that and do it and talk about it, that's your business. That's free speech. But do you really want that person governing in the White House? That's another story.
I don't know. TJ, what do you think? What is this nerve he's hit with the American people?
There is much gnashing of teeth on the left. There really is. You know, they see this guy. Again, today, case in point, Mobile, Alabama, filling a football stadium. There is something to be said. Look, the gnashing of teeth up till now has been when the Democrats see Bernie Sanders with 10,000 people and they start getting worried.
And Alabama, you're talking about, you know, the ultimate gnashing of teeth because it's a Bible Belt.
Absolutely. And so that means he's gotten to the fundamentalist Christian. So anyway, the religious right. So, you know, here's the other thing, too, about Trump is, you know, talk about him governing and getting along and not the nicest guy. I still can't remember the last good, you know, work week that Barack Obama had with the Republicans. It doesn't seem like you have to get along with anybody to be president anymore.
But did you want Donald Trump negotiating foreign deals?
Not necessarily.
And I would like,
there are people
I would love to
dig here and how he talks about it.
And I would, yeah, but you don't want.
I'll get the Chinese to make the deal. I'll get him at the table.
And do you
sit
really
down with the Chinese, and I'll get him to sign.
I don't know, but you know what? Part of me wants to see it.
It'll be fabulous.
You want to see it for the first.
We'll get 3 Canadian bacon.
You want to see it for the first 5 days, and then what happens after that?
I don't know, but you know what? But you bring up a good point, because what does Donald Trump have to do to stay on top in the polls? Because he's leading now, but you know, when people really start and the media start looking after his real policy, his real records, what does he have to do?
See, I don't think he stays high for very long. I think this is just, I don't think even for him, his goal is to become president of the United States. What I do think is that people will vote for him in a poll or promote him in a poll because they want to hear him go after the establishment candidates, shake it up a little bit. That's what they want. But at some point, someone's going to have to talk about how to govern. So I think he'll stay up as long as he can through no real work of his own except just being who he is. I'd really like to see how many women after a certain point in time, Republican or Democrat, start, tolerate a lot of his views on women and how he he talks to women. That just is not sustainable in my book.
You know
what do you think?
There's a lot of people out there who just say, you know what? Why not? Why not try somebody who's been successful at business? There's a lot of people who see America needing someone, needing a CEO, needing someone who can, if not govern, delegate and surround himself. That old line.
Well, how many of his businesses have closed? That's the other side of that coin.
And how many times does this guy come back? This guy is America in that regard. Ooh, that was classic.
Yes.
That's for sure.
That's the soundbite. All right.
I can't give you that.
I want to thank you so much, Basil and TJ, for being here.
Sure.
Thanks so much. And you can check out foxnews.com for more on the 2016 presidential race. I'm Lauren Green, and thanks for watching.